Hello and welcome. I am Wilhelm III. This is No Man's Sky's Voyagers Expedition, and we're going to go in here and pop off a couple more of these easy-to-get expedition milestones. I think one of the easiest ones I could have done a long time ago, I realized, is the spacewalk. So we're just going to jump out here real quick and do 30 seconds of spacewalking. And why not do it in an asteroid field for science? Alright, let's just pop out of our sunroof. And it strikes me that maybe we should try another experiment. No, I didn't expect to be able to do that. Alright, 30 seconds of asteroid exploration. That is actually awesome. I'm going to have to try to do this in the rings of the planet at some point and see what happens. So cool. Hey, Judy. Can we run into this? Nope, there's kind of a hitbox around it. Nice. Stepped into the black. Done. Let's see if we can just land here. Got it. Perfect. Nailed it. First try. Alright, create a quick save. And check on our rewards. Where is it? There it is. Band movement system upgrade, prepackaged cloaking device unit. Nice. And band scanning upgrade. Alright, we get our cloaking device, which is actually massively helpful for getting away from the sentinels. And we'll pop in a little bit more movement speed there. And then one upgrade we're going to have to wait till later for. A few meaty chunks while we stand lonely in our asteroid belt. Yeah, we have this other reward that we got for installing the additional firepower. Brainwalker, Starship Inventory, alright, and a conflict scanner, nice. Upgrades. Yeah, we're gonna need to have the extra spot there, excuse me, Asteroid. And now we can build the conflict scanner, so we'll know if a star system that we're about to warp into is, you know, at war, which is good sometimes when you're looking for a fight, because we're pirates. Let's go ahead and grab some silver and stuff from these asteroids. Ooh, I like the way the phase beam looks. Oh yeah, mining asteroids just got super easy with these upgrades. The phase beams aren't super different, and the cyclotron ballista seems about the same. But the phase beam, wow. Very nice. Now we'll have plenty of silver for our windows and stuff. Alright, so I got a full load of silver. Look at the views. That's why we need windows everywhere. So, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna pop. Rounded window just doesn't, yeah, nothing will go there because of the stuff outside. And the rounded window just doesn't look good. In these units, it's gotta be these circular or triangular windows like that with the sort of seating area in it. I mean, come on. Can you imagine just laying in one of these sofas, like watching a, you know, something on your tablet, or I don't know if these guys still read books, downloading knowledge off of the interweb. Okay. And so where we can't put windows, we put gardens, because we can't walk through it when it does that. So another garden here, or maybe the refiner unit, but we can't afford it yet. Storage things would be cool. The bed, I don't think I would put my bed by the back door. No, I I would, however, put a kitchen near where I'm piloting from. So, right there. And that looks cool as heck, actually. I really like the style of this kitchen with the bench there and the table. All right. Very nice. So we can have a little something cooking behind us while we're flying around doing our pirate thing. Now, bed makes sense, but we're out of silver, and we don't have the platinum for this. Yeah, the bed is what makes sense, and all we need is 35 silver. Alrighty, well, that's easy enough. We got silver all around us. Goodness. Look at the views. Look at the views. Even the most mundane stuff, like being able to look through the back windows and see inside the base there. And the music. Oh my gosh. This game is just relaxation incarnate. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't think about this until now. Hold on a second, hold on a second. Yep, we're still moving. Okay. Now, we're just gonna take a little look at what it feels like to actually go through the asteroid belt. Are we gonna run into asteroids? Yep. Are asteroids gonna be able to knock me off of here? I don't know if I want to test that. Wait a second. Oh gosh, that looks so cool. Oh, and you can see the sort of trail off the engine. Amazing. Judy, it's you and me, girl, against this galaxy. We're gonna take it over. We're gonna be running this whole thing one day. You watch. You just watch, Judy. Really starting to take shape in here. We got to get some plants in these planters, because that's another thing that we got to do, is we got to grow a certain amount of stuff on your ship. Let's check out the nutrient processor. What can we make? I'll make some root juice, my favorite seafaring treat. A little bit of root juice. And oh, we've made it out of the asteroid belt. Too cool. Oh, I love it. Oh, look out, trader ship. They like to sneak in when you're mining asteroids. They get jealous of how easy it is for us. They gotta like get in real close and be careful when they destroy asteroids, but not us. We can spray and pray. But I guess it doesn't really matter now. If I hit one of the trade ships, it'll just trigger another fight with the Sentinels, and we are prepared for that this time. All right. Now, let's take a quick look out the window before we build our bed. Our guy has never... the rings go right through that planet. All right, well, we're definitely gonna have to go check that out in a second. But first, we finally get a place to rest our head. So we got a kitchen and a bed up here with the cockpit, and then the sort of fuel storage section in the middle, the mission radar back here where the ambassador suites begin with our gardens, and maybe, crazy thought, but let's just see, what does it look like here? Yeah, I don't really love the way it looks right there. It's gonna get in the way of opening up the hatch. But I also like the idea of having even more windows up here. I mean, it's a shame these don't meld together better. They sort of overlap. And then that doesn't really fit either. This kind of looks like it might sort of work. But they're not clipping through each other too much, but the visibility isn't enough. Okay, so I realized I'm gonna have to move around a lot of these modules and things inside once we increase the size of Judy's booty, which is imminent. So now we're down on the planet with salvageable scrap. We'll do a little bit of scanning and see what we see. What have we got here? Okay, we're going a little bit faster than I intended. What a cool marshy planet. What do we got? What do we... Oh, there's some salvageable scrap. Let's get it. First one of the day. What are we gonna get? Awesome new ambassador class. Heck yeah, it is ambassador class. Hell yeah. Alright, we're off to a good start, boys. Okay, what else does this planet have? I mean, definitely are getting better... Oh, unknown grave. But we're definitely getting better scrap now that we're off of the home world, which makes total sense. They only sort of limit it to the more base models. But now that we're out and about, we should see the size of Judy's booty increase exponentially. Alright, let's go down here and check out this grave, though. I mean, the graves won't probably give us much useful for the expedition, per se. Lots of it on the way down. But they will help us when we leave the expedition and start the main game. Nepter's End. I asked questions that no one had asked. It was simple. The Sentinels. What are the do they come from? Made it my life's work to find left logs, records across systems. A fallen traveler's grave is marked by a glyph, an epitaph of some kind. I obtained the glyph, and with it, the ability to travel to unknown worlds. I leave the fallen traveler in peace. Yeah, so we get our first glyph from this, but you need to have all of them to be able to go anywhere. But technically, once you have one glyph, you can go through a little C-class upgrade, but you can go through a portal to the world, which is just all that glyph. You just put that one glyph in over and over. Awesome. We found one. Let's take a photo. Here are the glyphs for this planet down in the bottom left, if anybody wants to come on over here. Man, those gravestones make an awesome noise. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Alright, this looks like a good spot for Judy. Bring her in. Nice. Maybe get a photo with her in it. Sort of halfway landed. With us gazing on. Nice. Another easy milestone that we could have done literally immediately. It helps if you go through and read these all carefully initially, but, you know, chaos is my friend. You know, Living Pearl, Albion Pearl, and Gravitina Ball. Okay, so it would have been some, like, easy resources early on. I'm sure some of these actually refine into silver. Let's try a radar mission just for funsies. Throw that on there and see what happens. We need to catch some fish anyway for the expedition. And come to think of it, I don't have a fishing pole, which makes me think I'm probably going to get it as a reward for, yeah. So visit a lush world means we get a fishing pole. So let's be smart about this and see if we can find a lush world to go fishing on and get all of these things at once. That's the plan. Okay, did we get lucky? Or any of these? Oh, I think they renamed it the swamp for the marshy world that we were on. High energy planet. We could definitely go get our gamma root over there. Barren Moon is not going to have what we need. Crap. Oh, yeah. this moon that's like halfway into the rings. Alright, well hopefully this isn't the end of the series because I glitch out my game because I try to see what happens when the graphics are intersecting in this way. I guess I'm gonna like land right in front of where it's hitting the ground and then try to just like walk up to it so we get a good look at what it's gonna do. Alright, how close can I get to it? It seems to be pretty static, like in one spot, no matter how close I get to it. Man, I forget how loud it is when this thing lands, Judy. You really make a ruckus. Okay. Excuse me, Judy. Oh, they got sentinels down here, of course, and immediately triggered. Fun. Okay, so it's kind of like a rainbow that you run into. For science! I had to know. Okay. Guys, I haven't even done anything. Oh, let's test out our new cloaking device. Show you how awesome this thing is for helping you get away from the sentinels. If you didn't know already, of course, it is the best way to avoid combat in No Man's Sky. Better than any other weapon you can possibly have at just getting you away. Bye, sentinels. Oh, I can't leave because my thrusters are empty. Okay, bye, sentinels. And basically the same thing happens in the ship, I would imagine, as happens on the ground. Alright, so we're just going to real quick mark this silver deposit. We need all of the silver because we need all of the windows. Observation decks, lounges, everything with windows everywhere. Uh-oh. Aw, crap. How'd you find me in my hiding hole? Okay. I'm not leaving without this silver. You guys can go screw yourselves. I've been mining this thing for way too long. Fine, I'll use the big size, which, you know, hurts my heart, but I'm not leaving without it. Bye! And now for a clean get. Oh, no. Okay. Is there a place we can hide? If we pop back out, maybe I can turn on the cloaking device and hide from them and just let the alert go down. I don't feel like fighting a whole squadron at the moment. But hold on a second. If I just jump out here, and then I can stand right here in my windows cloaked. Yeah, they're searching for me. They've lost me. Well, there you go. That's another hack. Again, the most powerful upgrade in the game, the cloaking shield. Okay, we got them off our tail pretty easy there, so why not risk it for the biscuit and get a little more silver? All right, we seem to be getting away with this so far. Look at the view of the ship in the background as well. Oh my gosh. I've spent so many hours in this game just mining and walking around crazy planets. I find it to be the most soothing thing that I can do with my time. And I'm glad that you're joining me on this funny little adventure. What is that freaky thing down there? Oh, I ended up getting the weird fish, goldfishy thing. I wanted the blob. Age constant, female, nomadic, eats flowers. I haven't seen one of these thingies. What kind of food? Okay, and then what I get, your extrusions is bone nuggets. Okay. Thank you for your nuggets, sir. Ooh, what in Freakville is this? A ball of snakes? Mature, asymmetric gender, remembers faces, collects seeds. Whoa. What do you give me if I feed you a little bit? More extrusions. More bone nuggets. Okay. We're gonna have to see what the bone nuggets cook into. What an awesome creature. What do we have here? And wouldn't you know, another roly ball kind of creature. This whole planet's got balls. Hey, what do you give me? Do you have more nuggets for excursions? Yeah, bone nuggets. Give me double bone nuggets. Thank you, friend. Hey, I can see you peeking out there. These guys are cool. I love it. Alright, let's head back to Judy. Alright, you chill out, Sentinel. Just calm down. I'm out of here. Alright, it didn't have time to trigger anything, so we should be able to just take off. Nice. Let's go ahead and see what these bone nuggets actually turn into. Whoops. Okay. Bone milk. Alrighty, and we'll pop our bone milk into the ingredient storage. I have no problem drinking bone milk. I hope you don't. And then the vegetables from JP's. Okay, yeah, steamed vegetables. That makes sense. So we're going to have some bone milk and some steamed vegetables for dinner. Okay, let's be smart about this. We need a lush planet. This is labeled lush. Let's go! Alright, whoever built this base and labeled it as lush, you are a hero. Oh gosh, there's sentinels out here, but... Okay, really? I guess you can't have everything. You can't have everything. Why isn't the achievement... Why isn't it going? Look. Yeah, visit a lush world. This is definitely a lush world. Maybe it's because the sentinels are on my tookus. Let's hide from them for a second. And, come on, guys. Be chill, okay? Just be chill. Yeah, you don't know where I went. Where could I have gone? Oh, crap. Okay, good. Didn't notice me. I'm a totally different pinkish purple guy running around in a green jumpsuit. What else have we got on this planet? Anything else going to trigger? No? Okay, let's bring Judy down over here because I don't want to run back to her. Both because I'm lazy and because there's sentinels over there. Hello, Judy. Oh, your tailgate's flapping. Alright. Let's see if we need to, like... The trigger is landing on a lush planet. So let's get out of the atmosphere. And maybe it's, like, triggered to, you know, go off on the trade frequency. Buddy, I don't have time for this right now. Alright. Bye-bye. Now, let's get back to our lush planet here. Also going through the rings of a planet. I will not go and test that mechanic again, though, guys. I promise. That was super annoying. Okay, I mean, I did kind of cheat by using a player base to warp here, but I don't think the game should hold that against me. Alright. We landed right next to a ship. Heck yeah, grounded. And yeah, like, I didn't see that before I landed, and there's a crashed blue ship that, like, perfectly blends in with the blue grass of this lush planet. Let's, what have we got in our nutrient? Oh, I freaking warped around. They still haven't fixed that. We lost our vegetables, guys. What can we make with our bone milk? Bone cream? Even better. I hope it's thick. Okay, so bone cream was better than bone milk. Bone butter is the boniest creation to rule them all. I just want bone butter in everything I eat now. That sounds amazing. While we wait on that, might as well accept our reward. And now we have the pre-packaged fishing rod unit, plus recipes to make the bait. Okay. Let those unlock real quick. nutrient processor, get my bone butter out. Does the bone butter make anything? No, because there's nothing better than bone butter. Okay. We really need some more space in our gun. So in the meantime, I'm going to pop this over here so we can put in our fishing rod.
Hey, buddy. Look, I just made a fishing rod. You want to see it?
All right, actually, are you a friendly?
Ireland consent. This deck appears to have been stranded. Their ship smoking and landlocked. They shrug wide-eyed and innocent, indicating the faulty navigation gimbal that drove them into the dirt.
He looks pleased that we look like a kind of guy who might be able to help him out. I guess I would be happy if this guy ran up to me when I was stranded and needed some help. I look pretty technically able. A cursory glance at the ship's battery components is revealing. This ship has been poorly maintained, the various subsystems simply wearing out to the point of failure. Any repairs to this starship won't last long without addressing the blown-out navigation circuitry. I fix it. Okay, where did you go, buddy? You couldn't even watch me fix it for like 2 minutes. Oh yeah, sit down, man. Relax. Don't take your time, Grandpa. She tried to press the importance of good starship upkeep, the hireling consent, but it seemed to take no effect. Nonetheless, they seemed appreciative of my thorough repairs. They fish around for something to offer in trade and beam when they give me some nanites and some unstable plasma. Okay. Dude, you left some stuff on the ground here. All right. How did it have time to rust? Dihydrogen jelly. What's in your boxes? What's in the box? Some projection ammunition and sodium. What about the damaged? Okay, some more living slime. Yum, yum, yum. What if we can cook the slime into anything? We do need a lot more nanites. If I'm going to get more space on the gun, we need 10,000 nanites to upgrade it. Oh, what's with the window? Hopefully they fix that. I want to be able to see in and see through the cockpit and everything. Man, I am not in a hurry to leave this beautiful, lush planet. All these cool animals. We got all the ones here. There's only 2 more. If we could find them, we could get the nanites, which we really need. Let's touch a knowledge stone. Learn the Gek word for friend. That's nice. The only thing that sucks about this planet is the Sentinels, and they're not everywhere, you know? Like, I mean, if I touch any of these Gravitino balls, they're gonna show up like crazy, but for now, it's quite nice. Might as well get this sodium on the way. Picking flowers in a blue field. What more do you want, people? Huh? What more do you want? Sitting on the rings of a planet that we're in orbit of. I can call down my base right down next to me while I mine some resources off the wall here. You know? Look at that. Hey, Judy. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna relax here for a second. Alright. We can even scan some of these trees and rocks. Might as well scoop up a little bit of this before we go as well. I know I'm kind of putting off the inevitable, but it's been super peaceful and nice on this planet now. Just cutting down a few trees. Sentinels, don't mind me, okay? It's all been real chill for the last little bit. I mean, the music in here. Alright. Well, I guess it's time, Judy. Can I go through the top? Yeah. Even faster than going around back. Alright. Alright, let's get out of this system and continue on towards the rendezvous. And we'll look for a good fishing spot somewhere along the way. Maybe on a planet that has
gamma root so we can start growing that, because that's an important milestone we need to cross. What is in this next system? A dissonant sector. All right. We need to get some more crystallized hearts and bits from the corrupted sentinels to fix our sentinel rifle. That's the other way that we can get more space in it. So maybe we can try to do that. The Glyph system. Are your asteroids full of platinum? Because I need some platinum to build some more of the interior modules that I want. It's hard to explain, but after a while you actually get a feeling as to which asteroids have platinum and heavy metals and stuff in them. I don't think those were the kind. Fish, look at you, another hero, another savior has built us a fishing spot right when we need one. Amazing. Yeah, he's like built it into like the cove of an island. That is so cool. Okay, let's land and see what this guy's base looked like. Actually, screw landing. We're gonna jump. Ah! Oh, largest planet. Okay. This isn't exactly what I was expecting. This is an infested planet. I can tell just from the vegetation. Yeah. Look at the Titan worm burrows. Now that's a way to get nanites as well, is fight them and then like change or refine their eggs and stuff into nanites. But man, that's a lot. I'm not sure if we want to do that or not. First, we're on a mission for fishing. Where's this guy's fishing base? Emperor's Bounty. That's not it. Oh. What do we... Yeah. Here it is. Fish. Go ahead and mark it so we don't lose it again. I wonder if we can get all the animals on this planet. Probably not. We'd have to go down in the water. And there's probably like one hiding in a cave somewhere. There always is. That rare underground cave one. Seems to always be the last one I'm looking for. Alright, it kind of looks plain Jane on the outside, but it's functional. Yeah, so it's about giving you a shelter to fish in, because there's probably like crazy storms or whatever on this planet. So let's check what we have for some bait. Meaty chunks sound like a wonderful bait. I'm sure there's much better ones. That's why we got those bait recipes. But one of the cool things about this expedition is they don't require that we catch a specific kind of fish. You just have to catch, I think it's like 3 fish. So it's not going to take too long to fulfill the requirement, but it might tickle your fancy and you decide, hey, I want to catch loads and loads of fish and sell them. Some of them you can sell, you can cook them, you can eat them and use them for different things. There's some really special fish that you can catch, that things happen when you release them. I've never actually done any of those, but you know, if we get lucky enough on this playthrough to be able to catch one of those, then I'll definitely do it. Even if it means we kill this character and end the series. Alright, a long jaw snapper. Number 2. They really know how to make the music hit. And look at the, just on the bottom of the ocean there, if you can see the light reflection. I mean, it looks so much like Subnautica now. I am looking forward to Light No Fire so much. We will all play it together, my brothers and sisters, in the Cozy Man Sky universe. Come on, get on there, the last one. Okay. Let's go, come on. And it's a tiny scuttlefish, but it doesn't freaking matter. We get our milestone anyway.
Kudos to the developers. Thank you for that one. It really makes this a lot more fun. Let's unlock that. A prepackaged Blaze Javelin unit. Trash. Prepackaged Mass Accelerator unit. Something else. All right. Thank you, friend, for making such an awesome shelter. You think that spot's big enough for Judy? Maybe get her right there. We're literally being surrounded by the giant worms. I can't see any of them. But man, you can hear them. Oh gosh, of course the Sentinels show up right now. I wasn't doing anything. Are you gonna be able to come inside? That's what I thought. Okay, now I'm hiding. Now I'm hiding because it could look in. I take everything back. What's happening? Can I stay cloaked and use this? Probably just standing here like a moron. What does sticky honey turn into? Synthetic honey. Oh, yep, the cloak was not working, but apparently the Sentinels couldn't see me anyway. Well, while we've got the cover of our frigate, let's put our synthetic honey away. And with a belly full of honey, we're finally going to go to bed. We'll have to pick it up there on the next one. I love you, Cozy fam. This was a long one recording, but if you've been having a good time, please consider leaving a like, a hype, or even subscribing to the channel.